How would you feel if you woke up tomorrow and TikTok no longer existed in the US? It's a question that's becoming increasingly pertinent as the House of Representatives in the United States takes significant strides towards making this scenario a reality. In a recent move that sent shockwaves through the digital landscape, the House approved a bill that targets TikTok, the popular short video app. This wasn't just any bill, though. It was part of a much larger aid package, one aimed at providing support for Israel and Ukraine. The approval wasn't a close call either. With a bipartisan vote of 360 to 58, it's clear that the initiative had substantial backing. The implications of this bill for TikTok and its parent company ByteDance are far-reaching. TikTok isn't just a fringe player in the social media sphere. It boasts a user base of 170 million in the US alone. This bill marks yet another setback for TikTok in Washington, as the app fights for its survival under its current ownership. The version of the bill that sailed through the House closely mirrors an earlier draft. It stipulates that TikTok would be banned from US app stores unless it found a new owner, and quickly at that. The clock is ticking for TikTok. If the bill gets the presidential signature, TikTok will have 270 days to find a new proprietor, a noticeable extension from the approximate 6 months contemplated in previous versions of the legislation. The fast-tracking of this bill underscores how external policy priorities have coalesced to create a potentially potent and devastating outcome for TikTok. But it isn't just the fate of the app hanging in the balance. The ripple effects of this decision could extend to its millions of users and the broader digital landscape. With the bill passed in the House, the fate of TikTok now lies in the hands of the Senate. The coming days will reveal whether this popular app will continue to exist in the US or become a casualty of broader geopolitical maneuverings. What if TikTok, a platform beloved by millions of young Americans, becomes a memory of the past? Let's dive into this possibility as we discuss the potential implications of the proposed TikTok ban. There's no doubt that TikTok's ban would leave a significant void for its 170 million American users. It's a platform where creativity, humor, and trends flourish, a digital playground that has been a source of solace and entertainment for many, especially during the pandemic. But beyond individual users, TikTok also provides a platform for small businesses to reach a wider audience, carving out a digital market space that contributes $24 billion to the US economy annually. However, US officials have raised national security concerns. They believe that TikTok, under its current Chinese ownership, poses a risk. The fear is that the user data collected by TikTok could be accessed by the Chinese government, a claim that TikTok has repeatedly denied. But these concerns have been potent enough to fast-track the proposed TikTok ban bill. TikTok isn't taking this lying down. The company has been vocal in its opposition to the bill, arguing that it violates the First Amendment rights of its users. In a world where digital platforms have become extensions of our public sphere, TikTok argues that banning the app infringes upon the freedom of speech. The company has also hinted at a potential legal battle. They're prepared to fight the legislation, even if it means taking it to the courts. This could set the stage for a high-stakes legal showdown over Americans' right to access digital information. But the clock is ticking. If the bill is signed, TikTok will have 270 days to find a new owner. This deadline could be extended by 90 days if the White House sees progress towards a sale. As TikTok gears up for a legal battle, the question remains, will it be enough to save the platform? Only time will tell. Until then, TikTok's future hangs in the balance, caught between national security concerns and the fight for digital freedom. Will the Senate be the final nail in TikTok's coffin, or will it offer a lifeline? The Senate's role in this unfolding drama cannot be understated. The House, in a strategic move, attached the TikTok bill to a significant aid package for Ukraine and Israel. This tactic places immense pressure on Senate lawmakers to consider the entire package in one fell swoop. Policy analysts are keeping a close eye on the Senate. They expect it to move swiftly in taking up the aid package, which, by association, gives the TikTok bill high odds of passage. President Joe Biden has already signaled his readiness to sign the TikTok legislation if it lands on his desk. The fast tracking of the TikTok bill is a testament to how policy priorities outside TikTok's control have converged to form a potentially devastating outcome for the popular app. The bill, as it stands, would grant TikTok 270 days to find a new owner. That's an increase from the roughly 6 months proposed in earlier versions of the legislation. The bill also provides an option for the White House to extend this deadline by an additional 90 days, given the president sees progress towards a sale. The Senate's decision carries a lot of weight. Until recently, Senate lawmakers were divided over the House's proposal for a forced sale of TikTok. However, the unveiling of the latest draft, featuring a longer deadline, has shifted the tide somewhat. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has even emphasized the urgency of approving the foreign aid package, hinting at a tentative agreement for the chamber to take up the package soon. Policy analyst Paul Gallant estimates the odds of the Senate passing the TikTok bill at a whopping 80%. He believes that TikTok is unlikely to be stripped from the larger package, with the Senate likely to take up the legislation within 1 to 2 weeks. As the Senate prepares to make a decision, the future of TikTok hangs in the balance. In the face of a potential ban, what does the future hold for TikTok in the US? The question remains unanswered, echoing through the halls of the Capitol. Today, we've journeyed through the emergence of the TikTok ban movement, initiated by the House's move to ban the app, citing national security concerns. We've discussed the potential implications of such a ban, with TikTok's vehement opposition hinting at possible legal actions. The potential impact on the app's 170 million US users and the small businesses that thrive on this platform cannot be overstated. Now, all eyes are on the Senate. They hold the key to TikTok's fate in the US, with a crucial vote looming on the horizon. Will they uphold the House's move, or will they sway in a different direction? The stakes are high, and the outcome unpredictable. Whether TikTok will continue to be part of the American digital landscape or become a part of history, only time will tell.